There's a kind of spending that looks like being smart, but it's really just fear. Not fear of wanting too much, fear of not having enough. You don't buy because you need it. You buy because you're scared it won't be there later. You see words like limited, last chance, low stock, and your chest tightens. So you click buy to feel safe. And a few days later, you look again and think, wait, why did I buy this? If you've ever done that, you're not strange. You're experiencing something powerful. Scarcity mindset. Scarcity mindset doesn't just make you spend more. It makes you spend in 3 very specific ways. First, you buy fast to calm the anxiety. Second, you buy extra to feel secure. Third, you buy the wrong thing because your brain can only see lack, not the whole picture. The dangerous part is it disguises itself as being careful, as being responsible, as planning ahead. But the result is usually the same. More stuff at home, less money in your account, and your mind still doesn't feel safe. In this video, you'll get 1 real-life story you'll recognize, 6 ways scarcity quietly drains your money, and a practical toolbox, fast tools and foundation tools, so you can choose what fits. Let's start with Emma. Emma isn't reckless with money. Emma is the think ahead type. But she went through a period where her income felt unstable, and from that point, her brain started living inside one question. What if I don't have enough tomorrow? One day, Emma sees a deal. Only 2 hours left. She buys immediately, even though she's not sure she needs it. Because what she's really buying is the feeling of, okay, I secured it. A few days later, she sees another item marked low stock. She buys 2 more, just in case. And at checkout, she chooses the fastest delivery, because she's afraid she'll miss out. At the end of the month, Emma looks back and realizes a big chunk of her spending was peace of mind spending. But here's the strange part. She still felt anxious. The home had more stuff, but the feeling of enough didn't increase. That's the trap. Scarcity mindset makes you believe buying more equals safety, when sometimes it only trades one fear, not having stuff, for another fear, not having money. Now let's break down the mechanism. Scarcity mindset is what happens when your brain feels like resources aren't enough. That resource could be money, time, opportunities, stability. When your brain believes you're in not enough, it changes the rules. First, it zooms in. It can only see what you might lose. Second, it rushes. It decides fast to kill uncertainty. Third, it overpays for certainty, because uncertainty feels dangerous. Have you noticed? When you're afraid of not having enough, you hate unclear situations. And you'll pay money just to buy one thing, certainty. But that certainty is often short-term. You feel calm for 10 minutes and pay for it for 10 days. Now let's look at 6 places scarcity takes your money. Trap 1. You buy to avoid regret. Not because you need the item, but because not buying feels like pain. Scarcity turns I didn't buy it into I lost something. Trap 2. You pay extra just to feel sure. Fast delivery, priority options, guaranteed, skip the line. You're not only buying a product, you're buying peace of mind. Trap 3. Stockpiling. You buy just in case. But extra purchases lock up your cash. And when something urgent happens, you don't feel prepared, you feel short on money. Trap 4. Buying something that's almost right because you're afraid you'll have no options later. So you decide quickly, and later you replace it. And that's how one purchase quietly becomes two. Trap 5. Panic decisions. You see a low balance, and your brain switches into survival mode. You either cut too hard and rebound later, or you spend out of frustration because you feel trapped. Both patterns cost you money. Trap 6. Comparison. You see what others have, and your brain labels you as behind. So you buy to catch up with an image, not with a real need. All right, now here's the part you actually want, the toolbox to step out of scarcity without becoming cold or emotionless. The cost-craft principle for scarcity is simple. Don't pay money just to calm fear. Fear comes back, but your money is already gone. I'll give you 12 tools in 3 layers. 10-second tools for the moment you're about to click. 10-minute tools to rebuild the feeling of enough. And foundation tools that reduce scarcity at the root. Tool 1. One question. If this is still available tomorrow, would I buy it? If the honest answer is not sure, you're not buying the item, you're buying fear. Tool 2. The 2-minute cart pause. Add it to cart, exit, wait 2 minutes. Scarcity needs speed to win. You slow it down and you get your brain back. Tool 3. Separate buying a product from buying a feeling. Say it out loud. I'm buying a feeling of safety. Naming it reduces its power. Tool 4. One in, one out. If it's a physical item, one thing comes in, one thing goes out. Scarcity loves hoarding. This rule blocks the spiral. Tool 5. An enough list. Write a short list of what you already have enough of. It sounds simple, but it pulls your brain out of lack mode. Tool 6. Identify your top 3 anxieties. Bills, debt, health, family, stability, whatever it is. Scarcity makes you buy random things. This pulls you back to the real problem. Tool 7. Choose a small buffer instead of stockpiling. A small money buffer creates real safety, more than extra items ever will. Tool 8. A 10-minute declutter. Open one drawer or one shelf. Find the things you bought because of FOMO. That lesson is stronger than any advice. Tool 9. Turn off scarcity bait. Mute sale notifications. Unsubscribe from promo emails. Remove the constant, limited time triggers. You can't stay calm if you're being activated all day. Tool 10. Create a recurring shopping list. When you know, I can buy this again later, scarcity loses strength. Tool 11. A weekly money hour. One fixed time each week to handle bills, plans, and fees. Scarcity thrives in uncertainty. Clarity weakens it. Tool 12. The compass question. Is this serving my real life, or is it serving my fear? That question keeps you pointed north. Scarcity mindset whispers, buy more and you'll finally feel safe. But the feeling of enough rarely comes from more stuff. It comes from clarity and a little breathing room. You don't need to become cold. You just need to stop letting fear sign your name on the receipt. Subscribe to Costcraft. Here, each video breaks down one money trap: FOMO, fees, debt, fine print, unconscious habits, and turns it into tools you can actually use. And I want your input. What do you feel scarcity about the most? Stuff, opportunities, or money? Tell me in the comments, and I'll shape the next part around real life. See you in the next one.